Good morning, guys, and happy Friday, and welcome back to Storyteller's Corner. And now we're off to Portsmouth Harbour in the United Kingdom, and this is chapter 29, The Kind of Father. So let's find out more about that, guys. Let's go off to Portsmouth. Night had fallen gently over Portsmouth. Lanterns flickered along the harbour, and the quiet rhythm of the tide rolled softly against the shore. Most of the town had settled into sleep, but Davy Toff found himself awake, sitting on a small bench outside the cottage. The stars stretched wide and above him. For once his thoughts were not about the shop or the harbour or the next day's work. They were about someone he had not yet met. Davy leaned forward, elbows on his knees. "A father," he murmured quietly. The word felt new in his mouth. He remembered his own childhood, running along the docks of Portsmouth, dreaming of ships and adventure. His mother Edith had been his steady anchor through all those years, but a father, that has always been a question mark in his life. Now he would be one himself. The cottage door creaked open softly behind him. Eliza stepped out, wrapping a shawl around her shoulders. "I wonder where you went," she said gently. Davy smiled. "Just thinking." "About the baby?" He nodded. She sat down beside him. The sea breeze brushed through the garden herbs nearby, carrying the familiar scent of salt and rosemary. "What kind of father do you want me to be?" Eliza asked softly. "What kind of father do you want to be?" Eliza asked softly. Davy considered the question carefully. "I want to be the kind who listens," he said after a moment. She watched him. "I don't want our child to feel like he has chased the world alone." He glanced towards the harbour lights. "I want them to know that no matter where they wander, this home is always waiting." Eliza smiled warmly. "That sounds like a wonderful father to me." David continued, his voice thoughtful. "I teach them about the sea, of course." "That seems unavoidable," Eliza teased. "But not just the sailing part," he said. "I teach them the sea is powerful, that it is the same way, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy, but if you learn patience and courage, you can weather both." Eliza slipped her hands into his. "And kindness? Most important lesson of all." Davy placed his hands gently over Eliza's, over a tiny life growing there. "I promise something," he said softly. "What's that?" "Our child will grow up knowing they are loved every single day." Eliza leaned her head against his shoulder. "That's the best beginning any child could have." They sat together quietly for a while, watching the moonlight shimmer across the water. The sea that had once called Davy towards adventure now felt like something else entirely. A witness, a keeper of stories. Soon a new one would begin, a small life growing day by day, and somewhere, deep in his heart, Davy felt ready. Not perfect, not certain of every step, but ready to try. To be the kind of father his child would look up to when they stood up on this very shore some day. So there you go. Davy's in a very I can't say it, guys. He's in a very thoughtful mood, contemplating about the baby. Contemplative, that's the word I was looking for, guys. I couldn't say it. Yeah, Davy's very thoughtful, thinking about the baby and what kind of father he shall be to the child. But it sounds like he's going to be a very loving father. So what a child could want for more? A loving mum and dad. And as he said, is when he goes away on his adventures, the child, this his home will always be waiting for his return. Reminds me when I went away to the horse racing stables, my mum and dad said you could come back any time you like. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that little story from Portsmouth Harbour. Our story in The Quiet Sea, that was chapter 29. Chapter 29 in The Quiet Sea, the kind of father. So join me Saturday morning, guys, and we'll go back. Have a title. It's chapter 30, and the title is called Choosing a Name. Oh, they're going to name the baby. So there we go, guys. But we're off to Topsy Tickletown tonight, guys, which is that way. So join me for Topsy Tickletown. It's chapter 74. The night the lake started singing. Oh, so let's see. What song is it going to sing? The Sea of Love. I don't know. A life on the ocean waves. We'll see. We'll see the sea. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner. Now we've finished in Portsmouth Harbour, I can take the bandana off, ready for Topsy Tickletown tonight. So join me later, guys, and then have a very good day. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, have a lovely day. And join me for Topsy Tickletown tonight, guys. And thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner this morning. Hope you enjoyed that story, and I like how the story, the Quiet Sea, is rolling along like a little ship bobbing on the ocean waves. So there you go, guys. Take care now, and thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day. God bless us all. Bye bye now.